Hiya folks, part 3. Let's paint the Pimped Up Lawnmower. See you in a minute. Right, okay then, now's the time for it to get some paint on it. You might guess it after I've had the paint colour. There's still loads to do to it, don't forget. So the initial colour may not look very interesting or whatever, but we got some things to do to it as well. So we're going to get the paint on now, so I'm going to put you on time lapse and zoom you through it. It's going to take me a lot longer. See you in a minute. Right, so here we are. I'm just painting this with Smooth-Right paint. This is very similar to the Hammerite, but it doesn't leave a textured finish. Now, as you can see, the Vactan treatment there has done a really good job at protecting this and sealing it all in. And a lot of people say, can you paint over Vactan? Yes, you can. I've never had no issues with it, and I'm sure it says that in the instructions anyway. Well, this should give it away. Yes, you're probably right. Those of you who have guessed in the comment section, it is going to be a Trotter van replica lawnmower. And this is the leftover paint I've had from the Reliant Regal restoration, as you know, that I'm doing on my channel as well. And don't forget, we've got some graphics to go on this as well. This is a direct gloss paint. It's not a base coat, clear coat, although I will be putting a clear coat over the top of it when I've done the graphics, because I want to see all the graphics in. I've actually ended up giving this 3 coats in total. You've probably only seen 2 coats being applied here, but as you can see, this is pre-graphics, and I've got a nice finish on there, and I'm going to lay the decals on top of that after I've scuffed it down with some 1500 paper, lay the decals on, and then I'll be applying a clear coat top coat to seal everything in. But as you can see, it's a nice, really nice finish at the moment, and it will really pop when we get the lacquer on it and the graphics. Right, here we go. It's time to sort the graphics out now. That was just an image which I got for the side of the van, and I've traced it and I've put my cut lines on. And these are just some other words that I thought I'd get on there. Sharon actually thought of this slogan, and it's quite good. You mow it makes sense. Ideal for the lawnmower. So I've got a couple of these to go down the side of the lawnmower. And I've actually measured the lawnmower, so I've sized these to what I need them to be. There we go. So I'm just getting the cutter ready now, and I've got the black vinyl. This is a sign vinyl which you can use for stickers. So I actually did the vinyl for Tracy's shop front with this vinyl, and it's got a 5 to 7 year guarantee. So it obviously lasts a lot longer than that as well. So I'm just waiting for the cut to do its work. And now just to cut every one of the items into their individual graphics now, and this just involves me lining everything up, cutting them down into their individual segments, weeding away the excess vinyl. So as you can see, it's come out really well. I'm really pleased with the way that these have turned out. Exactly the same decals as I'm going to have on my van. So it's just a nice little touch. And then put in the application paper on top of it. There we go. I'm just cutting them down to a manageable size now, and these are now ready to apply basically. These are going to go down the side of the lawnmower, around the outer edge of it. So there's one per side. And this one is probably going to go on the back there. I might add a bit to this. I might say Trotter's Lawnmower Incorporation or something like that. But you'll see that on the finished one. And there's the whole set there. And looking at them, I quite like them. And I might actually sell them as a set of lawnmower stickers, so you can pimp up your own lawnmower. If you're interested, let me know and I'll work out a price. Okay, you've just seen me there create the graphics as well, which I'm going to put on now. But before I do that, what I've got to do is to just scruff up the surface with a Scotch-Brite pad. The only reason I've got to do that is because I'm going to be lacquering over the top of the actual graphics. If I wasn't and just leaving it, I could have just left it as it was, because it's a nice sheen on it, to be honest with you. Let's show you closer. As you can see there, it's got a nice shine to it. Now I did actually drop this I think I mentioned it in my vlog video, and it's scuffed up all along the front edge there, and also this bracket here bent completely over like that, and I've had to straighten that up as well. So you didn't see that, but that's what happened. I had a little calamity. So I'm just going to get a grey Scotch-Brite pad and literally go over the whole lot of it now. Then I'll be applying the decals, and then we'll give it its final lacquer over to seal it all in. So I'm going to do that now, and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, I've gone over the whole surface now with a grey Scotch-Brite pad, and it's got a nice key to it. Let me show you. And as you can probably see, we've got loads of fine scratches in it now, but it's taken that shine off now so that we can apply the decals now, and then this is now prepped and ready for the lacquer when we spray over the top. So I'm going to put you on time lapse now whilst I apply the decals, and we'll see you at the end, and let me see what you think afterwards. Let's get going. Bye. Shower's just coming. What do you think of it, baby?
I love it.
Come around this side, baby. Have a look at it. Look. Don't forget, it's going to be lacquered over as well.
It looks good. I want one.
And what I've done, I've put... Do you remember there was an episode of Only Fools and Horses? Those of you who do watch it and avid fans, as what we are, aren't we, baby?
Yeah.
They done an episode where Del Boy let Rodney be in charge, and he went to the auctions, Rodney, and bought a load of old lawnmower engines. And that's just ironic that if Rodney would have had the foresight to do a bit of lateral thinking like what we're doing here, they could have created Trotter's lawn care business where they cut people's grasses. And if the motto could have been, if you want Trotters to look after your lawn, if you want your lawn to have TLC, Trotter's Lawn Care. TLC, Trotter's Lawn Care.
Barney!
What do you reckon, baby?
Very good.
Yeah? And then their catchphrase would have been...
You know it makes sense.
Which is the one you thought of, baby.
I thought of that. How clever, my peeps.
So what do you think of that so far?
I like it.
Let's show them. I know it's got to be
It'll be
lacquered.
even more exciting when it's on the side of the van.
That's absolutely lovely. And as I say, that's got to be lacquered over yet, so it'll all be involved. This is TLC, Trotter's Lawn Care. So if you want your lawn to have TLC, that's what they're going to get, baby.
I can feel a lawnmower coming on with ABBA on for mummy.
Right, well you better go inside then, baby, and let me
Finish
carry
me
on.
ironing in this heat.
You do that. And half warm in here. What's the temperature in here? Oh, let's have a look. 35 degrees C in here, baby.
Why did you have the door shut?
To stop the flies coming in. The
Oh,
bugs.
that's when you lacquer, isn't it, though?
Yeah.
Oh,
Alright, go on then. Off you go, baby. Go and do your housework.
Ironing, baby, ironing.
I've got a business to run. See you in a minute.
Want it shut then because of the flies?
Yeah, shut the door, baby.
Put that fan on.
Yeah, I'll put the fan on in a minute, baby. See you in a minute. I'm going to carry on. Well, there you go, you was right, it was a Trotters themed lawnmower, and I'm very pleased with the way it's turned out. I've just got to let this dry now. This is going to go off now for maybe a week or so. We won't touch it and won't start assembling it before we put the other bits on. So there's a few other bits I want to be doing to it as well, but we're going to come along a bit later on in the journey for that. I've ordered the plating kits, so things like brackets and all that I can get plated, the things that were rusted on it originally, and that'll be another video where we've got to set stuff up using the zinc plating kit which I've brought, so that's something else to look forward to. And until then, we're going to be working on the trotter van for the next week or so, hopefully, and maybe a few other lawnmowers. This is going to have to wait for a bit now. I want this really to cure off before I start playing with it. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed it. Well done those of you who guessed it, and it's TLC, Trotters Lawn Care Service. So just a little sideline business the Trotters may have come up with if they would have stuck with them lawnmower engines which they brought from the auction, and Del Boy put them into the auction and Rodney brought them back. Anyway, thanks very much, hope you've enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next video, and until then, bye for now.